On the night of November 11th, the sky above Alaska opened up in a way we've never seen before. What started as a faint glow quickly grew into the waves of color, deep pinks, vivid fuchsias, impossible shades that danced from horizon to horizon. We've watched the northern lights many times since moving here, but this night was different. The colors were so intense that even a simple cell phone could capture their magic. No filters, no special settings, just pure, unfiltered Alaska. The air was freezing, the kind of cold that numbs your fingers before you even realize it, but none of that mattered. All we could do was stand there, mouths open, watching as the sky painted itself over and over again. There are nights in Alaska you never forget. Nights that remind you why we live here, why we chose this wild, unpredictable, breathtaking place. So before today's episode begins, we wanted to take you back to that moment with us, to understand the sky, to feel the quiet, and to witness one of the most vibrant aurora displays we've ever experienced. This is the magic of Alaska, and nights like these are why we keep picking up the camera and keep sharing our life with you. As the colors faded and the sky returned to darkness, we were reminded once again that Alaska has a way of gifting us these unforgettable moments, and sharing these moments, big and small, is why we love bringing you along on this journey. So with that little piece of Alaska magic to begin our day, welcome to Living Free Alaska. We're so glad you're here. In today's episode, we're taking you somewhere a little closer to home, literally. We're giving you a tour of our hometown, Houston, Alaska. A small community with a big story and a place we've chosen to plant our roots. Let's get started. Good morning. I hope you all are doing wonderful. It's another Saturday and I'm doing another video. I'm trying, guys. Just trying to keep the content coming and show you little bits and pieces of our life. So this morning we were rudely awakened by an earthquake at 6:38 this morning, 55 miles south of here, just out in the in the Cook Inlet. We had a 5.0 earthquake. It woke Gary and I up. It literally shook the house. Our doors and pictures rattled. And that is our biggest quake that we have felt in our house since we built the house. It was a big one. And it definitely rattled us. So that was how our day has started, with a little excitement. And as you can tell, the fog has rolled in. I hope it lifts at some point, because I have plans to take you for a drive and show you our little town of Houston. A lot of people have never heard of our town. It is very small. It's one of those, if you blink, you'll miss it. And it's a stoplight town. We have one stoplight on the highway right at the beginning. So we're gonna go for a drive, and if it clears up, we'll show you where we live. But in the meantime, the dogs have done their business. It's 27 degrees out right now, and my coffee's waiting.
For you.
Thank you.
My turn.
How'd you like our wake-up call this morning?
A little shaky. There's a 5.0 earthquake down in the inlet a little ways ago, and that kind of woke us up. I mean, it wasn't a huge quake, but 5.0 was big enough to shake things around a little bit and definitely stirred us, so that's kind of cool.
The biggest one we've felt in the house.
Yeah, and actually heard it too. I mean, you could hear it. Yeah, you hear the low rumble boom stuff outside, and then all of a sudden the house kind of did the ooh. Stuff on the walls shook a little bit. Pretty good. Well, guys, I'm just getting back now, trying to track down all the fluids I need to do my 50-hour service for the tractor. I needed to get tractor hydraulic oil, which is like the transmission oil. I needed to get engine oil for the diesel engine, and also needed to get a whole bunch of gear lube for the front axle. Had to go to 2 or 3 different places to find it all. Napa, a couple different Napas in town, and also I stopped by Walmart just to see what they had, and I got the engine oil there. I could have got that at Napa too, but just wanted to see what Walmart had, and in the future I probably will just go to Napa again. But I've got all the stuff I need. I'm gonna load it into the shop, and then probably start working on that tractor 50-hour service. There's all the oils and lubricants. 10 gallons of tractor hydraulic fluid, 2 gallons each of gear oil and motor oil. Should be enough to do the full service. So you all know I've been working on this gate for a little while, and I'm just about done. All I've got to do is finish installing the keypad for remote access, or other people come in, we can give codes to it, and we can open it up when we're not here. And we've also got a camera with like a little doorbell camera that we'll be able to put out there. I'm going to put these two together on one little board that I made. Had to find the wood and put a little piece of metal around it to shade it from some snow and this and that. But I'm going to mount the camera up in here, and then a keypad down here somewhere, and that'll get mounted on the post outside by the gate. So this, once I finish with this, we'll finish up the project on the gate, I believe, until next spring, when I actually do install the vehicle motion sensor that is on the inside for exiting vehicles. And we'll go over that at that point in the springtime. It'll be a little while because I have to dig into the ground, so that'll be later. What do you think? I think that works pretty good. Now it's time to go mount it to the post. All right, well, you guys saw me put this together. And now here it is outside on the post outside the gate. This will be for visitors who want to come in. We've got the doorbell here. You can ring the doorbell, and that'll go to both of our phones. And then if you have the code, magic code, you can press that in here, and that'll open the gate too. The cool thing about this is also we've got like a party mode on here and a vacation mode, so I can do the party mode, and that just keeps the gate open until we disable it, and then it'll automatically close. And vacation mode, I believe, will disable any remote, so that kind of adds a bit of security for us. But let's go backwards a little bit and talk about the gate itself and what we did and how we got to this point.
Several of you in our last video asked how we built this gate, and I will say we did it pretty inexpensively for Alaska standards.
Well, we did go above and beyond.
Yeah.
In the posts.
So where did we buy our actual gate?
So we bought the black panels, just the panels on the hinges at our farm supply store, or not too far from here in Palmer. And they're just regular farm cattle panels. That's all they are. Nothing too special. $180 a piece or something like that.
And they are 16 feet tall?
No, it's 10 foot. Each panel is 10 foot for a total opening of 20 foot. So it's a 20-foot wide span from hinge to hinge.
And then the other process of this is the posts.
So these posts they're 6 inches in diameter, 1/4 inch thick steel. And what they are is actually a helical pier that is driven into the ground like a drill bit would be, with a hydraulic machine that drills and presses it into the ground. And what that does is it gets it below the frost line. These are 8 feet down into the ground. So there's it's 5, almost 6 foot here. It goes 8 feet down below surface here. So that gets it down below the frost line. Then there'll be no movement of this fence. These posts are solid as heck. I mean, I could hang a freaking car off these things if I wanted to.
I bet they didn't even shimmy in the earthquake today.
Probably not. Probably didn't even move. But yeah, these are some pretty heavy-duty posts, and they're going to last forever. At some point, I want to try to get some caps up here on top of these posts and put some sort of light up here, whether it's a solar light.
There's a bald eagle.
Yeah, there he is. Flying through the trees. But yeah, I want to put a cap up here, put some sort of light on here so we can kind of light up the driveway a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that done this winter. It'll probably be in the springtime when it's a little easier to access things. But all the controls, I'll come around this way. So all the controls for the automatic opening system came from Ghost Controls. It's a company out of Florida. It's all American-made products. Well, mostly American-made, probably American-assembled products with some other foreign parts. But there's a lot of stuff out there that's just all foreign-made. I really tried to avoid that. We've got the automatic openers, the 2 arms on each, or 1 arm on each gate, with battery backup. Actually, it's operated by batteries. The 12-volt battery system in there. And then this is the brain of the system, all the control board and all that kind of stuff. It's hooked up to our Wi-Fi system, so we have control of the gate through our phone. And either home or away, it has internet access to. And we've also got a cool little lock on it right here. Zombie lock. So when the 2 panels close together, this locks the gates closed, so you can't open them. Even though you have the hydraulic rams here, you can still disable the rams, unpin them, and swing the gates open. So with this lock here, that disables that possibility. And obviously, we just walked around the gate. So, I mean, it's not like we're trying to keep everything off the property. This is just for vehicle access. We're trying to keep vehicles down. In the springtime, I do have a plan to put like a 4-foot panel on each side. I think. One side is swing, one side solid. So that's the idea. And we also do have a vehicle motion sensor, or a vehicle sensor, I guess, for an exit. As I was explaining earlier, we're going to mount it down on the driveway over on this side. And then when you exit the property, the gates will open up and you can exit. And I didn't mention it. They also have a automatic timer. So after you open it, they'll close after a minute. And that's adjustable up to an hour or so, I guess. so you can adjust that close time as needed. But in the springtime, I'll put the vehicle sensor up there. I'm supposed to dig it into the ground a foot or so, and I'm not doing that right now because it's too hard.
All right. Well, I did not wear a jacket, and I'm in sandals, so.
You've been working in the house, so you built up some heat.
Yes.
And now that reserve is gone.
Yeah. Upstairs is completely decorated, and
good.
now I can't find our special Christmas ornament, so I got to go searching.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go inside. Well, it's 2 p.m. and the weather said this was supposed to burn off by noon. They lied. But we're still going to go out because I need to go to the post office. I believe we have some packages awaiting us and some Christmas cards. So we're going to take you and show you around our little town of Houston.
Are you ready? Your chauffeur is ready to take you around.
Mr. Commissioner. Yes, Commissioner Quimby of the city of Houston, Alaska.
The Planning and Zoning Commission. Yeah. It's exciting, extremely exciting.
He's doing his civic duty, and I appreciate it. And I know a lot of our friends and neighbors appreciate it too.
It is actually kind of cool because we get a chance to give direction to the city where we want to take it, and as a committee. Where we want to take it and what kind of improvements we want to do. And right now, one of the big projects coming up in the next 4 or 5 years is highway realignment going through Houston. So the Planning and Zoning Commission has an opportunity to dictate part of what that'll look like.
Yeah.
And we're also going through landscaping regulations and
A lot of fun.
all this and that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Sure.
I asked him to get involved when they tried to put in a windmill farm less than a half mile from our house.
Yeah.
And that really upset me. So we got involved. And that's the nice thing about living in such a small town is we can get involved and our voices matter.
And we do make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let's go take them on a tour of Houston, Alaska.
It'll take about 10 minutes. Nah, there's a little bit more than that.
Okay.
Ice cream time!
Yes, this is Miller's Market, and this is famous for their ice cream.
So much so that the tour buses that come up and down the highway in the summertime, a lot of them stop here for ice cream. And also they have a large amount of restrooms for that same tour group and all that.
Yeah,
but
I think there's like 10...
ice cream is bigger than the restrooms.
I think there's 10 bathrooms here.
Yeah, something like that.
But this is not only our local ice cream shop, but it is also our post office. So we're going to go in and... Oh, I forgot my mail key. I'm going to go in and ask for my mail. Darn it.
So when you're driving up and down the Parks Highway here in Houston, look to the side of the road for the ice cream cones. There's several of them. Who doesn't love a 12-foot ice cream cone, huh?
Great motto to live by.
It
Life
sure
is
is.
short. Eat dessert first. Thank you so much. Is this what I think it is? Oh, Princess!
Little gift shop, little this, little that. These are pretty cool. So these are the mountains of the Chugach. Some of the mountains of the Chugach. Easy mountain there. What do we have here? Oh, Pioneer Peak. This is the other side. So, kind of cool. So these mountains literally, they kind of lie like this. Matanuska Peak, Lazy Mountain over here on the left, and then we got Pioneer Peak, Twin Peaks on the right. And between that is the Knik Valley, where there's some amazing opportunity for ATV and snow machine riding up to the glacier up there. Beautiful area. Kind of cool. All right. This is neat. I've been in here quite a few times, but I haven't looked at some of the little trinkets and stuff in here. It's kind of nice. A good sampling of this and that.
Yeah, 2 years ago they got new ownership, and the new owners have done a really great job of really sprucing up the place and making it a great stop. So if you're coming up the Parks Highway, mile 57 is where you would stop for the Miller's Market. Let's check out their ice cream.
There's that.
Thank you.
Peanut butter cup ice cream.
Mint chip.
So they're kind of famous for like moose tracks and what was it? Caramel caribou. Moose tracks and caramel caribou are kind of the ones that go through the most, and they're dang good. Today, peanut butter cup's the winner. Also, real nice cafe in there. They've got a couple of burgers, sandwiches, some breakfast stuff, and all that. So a real good cafe. It's pretty decent food. Highly suggest stopping for lunch and a treat.
I'm super excited.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
These are actually our medallion for our cruise coming up at the beginning of December. If you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or you watch on YouTube, we've actually announced we are going to do a meetup in Florida.
Right.
It's going to be on Friday, December 5th. Location still to be determined, but it'll be somewhere near Fort Lauderdale or Hollywood Beach area. So if you are in South Florida or in that vicinity and would like to come out and hang out with us for an evening, I have no idea what we're going to do yet, but we're going to plan something. We have enough interest that we're going to do something. So we'll see who shows up. And
I love having the small town area here. It's so nice. It's a guy that we used snow machine with last winter quite a bit.
No.
Oh, I'm not.
A couple years ago.
A couple years ago, just kind of showed up, wanted to say hi. So, kind of neat.
Yep. Also, as I said, this is our post office. We got a couple of cards from LFA family members. Trilana McDonald.
Wow.
We got your card.
Where are they from?
Utah. Salt Lake City, Utah. And Kimberly Fry from Tamaqua, Pennsylvania.
Very nice.
So
thanks, guys.
That's another thing we're doing again this year is our Christmas card exchange. So if you'd like to send us a Christmas card, our address is in the video description down below. It's also on our Facebook and our YouTube community tab. Send us a card and we'll send one back to you. Mm-hmm. So, all right, let's continue our little tour of Houston. We are going to go directly across the street to the next major business, and that is a Three Bears gas station and convenience store. We don't necessarily need to go inside.
Well, maybe we do.
But this is where we can pick up quick bites to eat or something to drink.
They've got some really good gas station pizza here too. I mean, it's you call ahead and order it, and it's kind of surprisingly good.
It's a full pie.
Yeah, and not by the slice. It's a full pie. Yeah.
Oh, do we need fuel?
You're gonna get fuel. Yeah, we need fuel. I mean, we're under half tank, so you gotta keep that tank full.
So not only is Three Bears a gas station, this is where we can also pick up heating fuel for our homes. They have one dedicated pump where you can pump your own heating fuel. It's used by many, and as you've seen in the past where we get our own heating fuel with our little fuel trailer, this is one of 2 places that we go locally. And as you can see today, heating fuel is $3.19 a gallon. And Three Bears inside, it says automotive, groceries, convenience store, liquor store, and foods to go. It's kind of just an all-purpose little convenience store. Pretty much you can grab anything. A gallon of milk to a quart of ice cream to your favorite liquor or beer or wine. You can find it here. It's very nice and convenient. And then we don't have to run the 15 miles or so into Wasilla, the outer edge of Wasilla or Meadow Lakes area or Big Lake, to the big grocery store. I will say though, this is Three Bears. Prices are a little more higher than normal just because it is such a convenience. But a convenience we really enjoy.
Well, that's always nice. You go to the pump, you put in your information, and it says you get 10 cents off. So Three Bears has a loyalty program when you buy fuel, and the standard is like a 5-cent discount, but when you buy more and more fuel, you get a bigger discount. So today's discount was 10 cents. Kind of nice. I like it. Another reason to shop Three Bears. I was gonna park there, dude.
You can park next to
I guess I will. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the convenience store now. I don't like to leave the car in the fuel station lane or the fuel lanes when I go into the convenience store because it messes people up. So I'm gonna park over here and walk inside.
I want to take a quick minute to clear up one of the biggest misconceptions we run into with our RVing to Alaska travelers, and it always makes me giggle. So many people think that they have to bring everything from home. Like the minute you cross the Canadian border, Alaska becomes this supply desert where we all live off of moose jerky and wishful thinking.
The mini pizzas are almost as good as the big pizzas.
But the truth is, Alaska has stores, real stores, fully stocked stores. And here in Houston, our local Three Bears is basically your classic lower 48 convenience store with a mini Costco. You want snacks? We've got them. Dog food? Check. Fresh produce? A little bit. Fishing gear? Yep. See? You can even get your ice auger and your ice fishing setup.
Wintertime is ice fishing season, so I have ice gear.
A deli, camping supplies, toiletries, and pretty much anything you forgot on the counter before you leave home.
A little bit of frozen. There's some fresh down there too.
Again, this is supplied by Kirkland a lot and Costco, so you do pay that convenience fee of a Three Bears. And what I mean by that is you don't have to have a membership card to shop at Three Bears. It's retail pricing.
Some of the best jerky you'll ever find. This Three Bears jerky. I'm not sure who makes it, but it's really good beef jerky. We have friends sometimes that call us up. Can you get some of that and mail it down?
Christmas gifts.
Yep. Oh, God. Got pies in there. Keep on pie in there now.
Costco pie.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer, also, if you're an RVer, you can come here and you can tell it's closed right now. It's because it's winter. But there is an RV dump station and potable water here, and you can refill your propane. So this is a great convenient stop for any traveler. There is a fee to dump here. I think it's $10 or $15, but worth it. Houston also has 2 campgrounds. There's a private RV park directly across the street. And then over by City Hall, there is a city-ran campground. There's no electric or anything. It's all dry camping, but it's a nice little campground. And today's fuel prices, $3.44 for regular and $3.64 for diesel. And look at the fog is finally clearing. The mountains are out.
Got the goods, baby. Let's get going.
All right, so while you were inside, I talked about them also having a sandy dump and potable water, and that there is a campground directly across the street. And now, I think we're going to take you to City Hall and our fire station.
Right. We also have high flow diesel pumps over here. One of them actually has DEF fluid at the pump. And then this is also where we get heating oil if we wanted to fill small containers for heating oil.
I talked to him about that. Yeah. DEF at the pump is something relatively new here.
It is, the last year.
But so there's Miller's Market, and then the RV park is directly across the street. That's Riverside. Look at that, 2:45, and the sun's getting low.
Getting low. It stays pretty low all winter.
So this is the Parks Highway that runs right through our town. This is at mile 57 of the parks. And we used to have a restaurant over here called the Houston Lodge, but it closed down 2 years ago, unfortunately. We really miss it. It was nice to have an eatery right here in town, but no more. And then right here is our little tiny City Hall and fire station.
It is mostly volunteer. We do have one full-time staff member, fire chief. That's pretty much always on. It's kind of crazy how much he's working. The fire station is currently in the in the beginning contract phases of leasing space to the ambulance service in the valley here.
Alaska Life Med.
Oh, the helicopter service, right? Not the ambulance.
Alaska Life Med.
Yeah. So leasing. So we're in process of leasing building space for the helicopter service here in the valley and Alaska, I guess. They don't have an office they can go to. Like if there's an incident up here and they have to land, they don't have an office that it has secure computers they can go to anywhere except Anchorage. And that's an hour-and-a-half drive from here. So if they need to do any kind of reports, they'll be able to do them here, and it'll cut their commute time down quite a bit. So that's kind of cool. So we're really trying to work with emergency services to get stuff more efficient around here. Up this way, we go to City Hall. But right before City Hall, straight ahead here, is access to the Little Susitna Park campground. In development stages right now. We came through last summer and tore out a ton of beetle kill spruce trees. There was just a huge fire danger with all those beetle kill. They're just standing dead trees. So the city came through and took a bunch of those trees out, and we're going to remodel, revamp the campground and add some ball fields and playgrounds and all that kind of such stuff right down here. Really kind of cool.
There's also another dump station available right for here. Public use.
Closed in wintertime. And this is City Hall up here. This is where I get to go for my commissioner meetings, and we come down here quite a bit for regular
city council.
We come down here quite a bit for regular city council meetings as well. Nice, good-sized building. It was built with COVID relief funds back in 21, I believe. There's some controversy about that. The amount of funds that were received and the quality of building that we got are different.
There's a lot of controversy with everything with the city of Houston.
Yes, there is. Yep. This is also our voting building. This is where we come for all of our local, city, borough, and state and federal elections.
The city of Houston is a second-class city in the state of Alaska. There's around 2,200 residents, meaning people that live here, and I would say probably around 1,400 actual houses. It is a bedroom community to Wasilla, so we are only 15 miles north of Wasilla city limits. You know, a lot of people will say, oh, I live so far out. We're still rural living, but town is really close. Willow is only 15 minutes up the road from us, and Wasilla is 15 minutes down the road from us. So we're kind of smack in between those two familiar town names. So for us to go to downtown Wasilla, it's a half an hour drive. Pretty easy. We can be anywhere in Wasilla within a half an hour. For us to get up to Willow, it's 15-20 minutes.
Palmer on the other side, Palmer
45.
45 minutes.
Butte is an hour.
Yep.
Anchorage is an hour 20. So, you know, if we really do need to run to Anchorage like we did last weekend, it doesn't take all day. It takes about an hour 15, hour 20, depending on traffic. If traffic's bad, it could be 2 hours.
Yep.
The Matsu, so we're located in what is the borough is the Matanuska-Susitna borough, or the Matsu. And our borough is what you would call a county in the lower 48.
Right.
And our borough or county is the size of Vermont and
Connecticut?
New Hampshire.
Or New Hampshire.
Combined, or roughly around the size of West Virginia. It's pretty big.
Big borough.
It takes us around 3 hours, 2.5 hours to get to the edge of the Matanuska in any direction. Why did we choose Houston? You want to explain that one?
Why we chose Houston? Because it's out of town. You know, we didn't want to have a home in town in a tight, squished together neighborhood, and we also wanted access to backcountry via the trail system that's out here, and we have that here. So now we've got acreage. We got about 8 acres. And literally right across the road from our driveway is trail access to the backcountry out here, the swamps and snow machine trails, ATV trails, just thousands of miles of trails from our doorstep. And we also, before moving up here, we established a pretty good friendship with some of the residents here. So that was kind of a big draw as well.
And another reason why we picked Houston is it's centrally located in the state on the road system.
Oh, that's a good one.
So for us, when especially as much traveling as we do, it's about 6 hours to every end of the road point. So it's 6 hours, a little longer than 6 hours down to Homer. Seward's pretty nice. It's only 4 hours. Valdez, it takes 6 hours. Tok, it takes 6 hours. And Fairbanks, it takes 6 hours. So it's pretty nice, and we can go from where we are and go south, east, or north pretty simply.
Yep.
There's really no way to go any more west just because there's no roads west. The Alaska road system is like a figure 8. In all, there's only about 1,000 miles of drivable miles in the state of Alaska. So the road system's pretty small.
And with being like a second-class city that we are, our road system is well, the funding for our roads comes from the city of Houston. In the second-class city, they're not the best maintained. We don't get a whole bunch of money from the borough for road funding. So some of these roads they're still considered pioneer roads, which they may not have the best road base on them. They do kind of deteriorate a little bit when it's really wet. Most of them, a lot of the roads out here are dirt. There's very few paved roads. The main arterials off the highway are paved, but once you get off those arterials, most neighborhood roads are all dirt roads. In one aspect, it is easier to maintain them because they are dirt, but it takes man hours and material to maintain them. And the city of Houston in the past couple of years, well, the prior few years has had a hard time maintaining roads, and we're now currently getting to a point where the city can catch up to that. We've got equipment, we've got access to material and operators to run the equipment now, so we can maintain the roads better. And they are slowly improving over the last year or so. And I think next year will be a big improvement.
This is one of 3 parks that we have here in Houston. This is the Little Susitna Rotary Park, and they've done a lot of upgrades to this little park recently, and it's really turning out cute. We have a book exchange, pavilion, and playground, and also a little walking trail that we're going to take you on. I'm not in the best shoes, but
Yeah, we'll go walk the new path down there. But this is also this is the Little Sioux River right here, right? That goes underneath the highway, the Parks Highway. And they built this in a way to where there's really nice access for kayak and paddle boards and all that put in area, or boat or whatever it is. So you can put in here and paddle down or take out, because there's other water access upriver ways, and you can paddle down this area and take out. But nice little park here. They just paved this recently this summer with several parking spots, handicap spots, new playground equipment over there for the kiddos, and the shelter there has been around for a little while. But there's also a new walking path over here we're going to go check out. As you can see, the Winter River is doing the Winter River thing, starting to freeze up a little bit. Kind of cool. So this bridge here was put in about a month ago, just before the snow fell, and it's actually made of a product called grizzly wood, which consists of plastic recycled materials. Kind of a cool thing, and I believe, from what I've understood, is the owner of the company wants to bring manufacturing to Houston. So that is really cool for Houston.
it is plastic.
It is plastic.
My feet say not much further. Look at that pretty sunset.
Oh yeah, that sounds nice.
All right, my feet are cold, so we're gonna head back to the car and maybe turn on the heater.
All right.
Let's go. Well, I didn't know we were gonna do this. Okay, my feet are thoroughly frozen, but very cute little park.
Yeah.
We do have 2 other parks in town, one across the street at the campground.
Yeah. You saw that one?
And then we have one at Bear Paw Lake. It's still pretty much rough and in development.
Well, they've come across an issue with Bear Paw Lake, and the fact that it's basically a floating mat on water. The ground is so low lying, swampy, so they're having a hard time putting any kind of structure on there. So at this point now, they've actually they're planning on putting like cross-country ski trails and such in there, but it's not suitable for building on it at all. But still an activity area.
So next, let's before we lose light, we're gonna head over to the other commercial end of town where our one stoplight is and where the junior and high schools are. Oh, and fireworks. Gary did say these are pioneer roads, and this is definitely a pioneer road.
They're generally smoother in the wintertime because as they plow, the snow fills in the potholes and hardens up and makes it smoother.
We just haven't had enough snow.
We haven't had enough snow.
Pretty mountain views. As we said, Houston's economy is mainly, well, there's very few industry here. It's pretty much entrepreneurial businesses such as ours with RVing to Alaska. But we do have 2 industries, if you want to call it that. And one is marijuana and the other is fireworks. Houston was one of the only towns in most of Alaska that allows fireworks. And then we're also, our claim to fame is we were the first municipality to allow commercial grows and then stores.
Commercial marijuana cultivation and stores.
Yeah.
Sales.
So we have 2 actual retail stores, and they're actually within, they basically back up one another. This is one here, and then the other is just the next parcel over. So we kind of call this the Green Mile, just because people can come out here and get their cannabis needs. So that was one, and then here is the second one, 420.
And part of the terminology of the Green Mile is because there are quite a few cultivation sites.
Grow operations
off the sides of the road. I mean, off in the trees. You can't really see them.
properties.
Yep.
Sometimes when you're driving this stretch, and if the weather is right, there's a grow op right there. But you can smell them. They have a very distinctive smell. I feel very fortunate where we live, we can't smell them, so it doesn't bother us really, except for when we're driving through this stretch, because they're primarily just right here in this mile.
Well, I guess we're not going to get a view of the mountains.
Isn't that crazy?
The fog came back just like that.
Just like that. It just shows our little microclimates.
Yep.
So we're working our way east towards Wasilla, and we're going to go to the very eastern boundary of Houston, where it kind of joins Big Lake and Meadow Lakes, and that is where the high schools are and our fireworks stands. So we've just turned onto the road where the high school is. This is also the Homesteaders Community Center and our senior center. We actually were looking to put my mom in the senior center when she was going to move up here, but we all know that story, so that didn't happen. But Houston is pretty much in the 1950s became, homesteaders came out here and homesteaded the lands. In fact, where we personally live is part of a large homestead, and the original homesteaders family is our next door neighbor. So kind of really cool history.
Well, it kind of cool that actually not just one of the family members, but several of the family members. Grandfather, granddaughters, and this and that still live in the area.
Uncle,
uncle
and nieces. So we have 3 family members that still live in our neighborhood on their homesteaded family's land. So pretty cool.
And all the roads in our neighborhood are named after that family.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yeah. As you can see, we're just passing the Alaska Horse Ranch, so that's a place where you can go and ride horses. So there's another business. And then right now we're pulling into the high school and junior high complex. We are home of the Houston Hawks. And oh man, you really can't see anything.
It's really
the
thick.
fog just came in.
It just settled. So, wow.
Well, that's the high school.
It's over there. We'll take a look around.
We'll get closer. So, interesting fact about our high school and junior high. November 18th, 2018, which, doing the math, 7 years ago? We had a very large earthquake, and the high school got severely damaged in that quake, to the point that they moved all the kids together into the junior high building.
Which is what we're approaching now.
I believe, or vice versa. Regardless, the high school and junior high were combined while they rebuilt. And so now the high school is the new building and the junior high is the existing older building. So they're both on the same property, and we pull or bring in kids from the surrounding area. So we have kids from Meadow Lake, Big Lake, Willow, and Houston. So it's not just Houston area kids. I mean, they do truly bus them in from all around.
Straight ahead of us is the bleachers for the football field that is used we're all, of course, football games and whatever else, track and everything.
So kids up here, they also have a hockey team, and our Houston Hawks hockey is very...
they're a very good team.
They're very good, yes. We have quite a few friends that have had kids that play for them. Some that dropped this year. It's their senior year, and they just decided they didn't want to do hockey. So over here is the brand new high school. Kids moved in, I believe, 2 years ago. So they were 4 or 5 years without a high school of their own. But yeah, this is the Houston High School. Brand new, state-of-the-art.
All the good stuff.
Never been in there. Someday. And next we're going to take you to the other commercial area of town. This is where our fireworks stands are and a tiny little shopping center. Interesting fact, I didn't get a video of it, but when I saw it, it made me think. A lot of kids out here that do live in Houston or Big Lake will actually ride their snow machines or their ATVs or motorcycles to school. Just another mode of transportation to get around. And there's a lot of trails.
Right here.
In fact, I just saw one right there. Yep. And we ride these trails when we snow machine or go out on the ATVs. These are some of the trails we take. So that's how they get to school. They don't have to walk 5 miles uphill in the snow.
No, they can walk. They can ride 5 miles. Well, to make it 20 to and from.
And take their snow machine.
Yep.
Well, next up is the Gorilla Fireworks Stand.
And this building is very new.
Yep, they just finished it a year ago.
Yeah. And I thought the whole time while they're building it, like, are they going to paint that? But nope, it's bright yellow.
It matches their old fireworks stands across the highway that were this bright yellow. Yeah. So this is their trademark, their signature.
Yep. It's kind of funny. There's no smoking signs here.
Well, duh.
Let's go and see what they have.
It's hard to tell in the fog, but that's their old stand. In state code, they were required to move into a building.
Well, they were in wooden shacks, wooden sheds, wooden buildings, wherever they are. And I guess state code changed and required the move because fireworks and wood don't go together. You kind of probably ask yourself, what the heck? Why is he going to get fireworks right now? It's like, well, in the summertime, during the 4th of July, it's so light out, you can't hardly see the fireworks. So it's not as big of a celebration on the 4th of July to light off fireworks. Now, come New Year's Eve, when it's really dark out, there's fireworks everywhere. So we're going to stop in and get some fireworks for New Year's Eve.
Or maybe Christmas.
Or maybe Christmas. Yes, you never know. Hi, how are you?
You guys looking for anything in particular?
No, just Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve stuff. Nothing crazy. The shells in the box are always kind of cool. They're a little easier than mortars.
Yeah. Another good Christmas one. Everybody loves a good frosty mug of beer, and that one's red and silver, which is also good Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys want a bag for some of the smaller ones?
Sure. So I've already paid for our fireworks, and she's throwing in some additional. Yeah, this is so awesome. And they've done this for us the last 2 times we've been here too. They always throw in a little extra. It's really cool. Love them for that. All right. Well, I guess we're going to be looking forward to New Year's Eve and probably Christmas Eve too. That looks like a lot of fun. Oh, that was our last Anchorage trip. Remember that? Haven't took it out yet.
Proof we're filming in pretty real time.
Yep.
Across the street, we do have a coffee stand. We have 2 within city limits. Drive Up Coffee. And we are coming up on our 1 stoplight in all of Houston. And it's on the Parks Highway at the Big Lake Road.
And yes, Houston, the city limits of Houston does cover all the way down to Big Lake Road here and down Big Lake Road a little ways as well.
About a mile or so. So there's a little commercial space right here at the corner. As Gary said, there's a Napa Auto Parts,
which I might just pop into real quick.
Another coffee stand, and a little shopping mall with a couple of little shops in it.
There's something new in here recently, wasn't there?
A title place.
Oh, that's right, the title place for vehicle, title, and tabs. Barber
shop, pawn shop, chiropractor. That looks about it. I think there's a radio station in here too.
Yeah, I forgot which station it was.
Oh, and secondhand store. Businesses kind of come and go in this shopping center.
Is the solar place going now?
I don't see it.
Alaska Properties, secondhand.
Yeah. Businesses don't stick around, unfortunately. It is a slow location.
Coffee shop. Once in a while in the summertime, there'll be a food truck right here.
Well, other than a couple of churches, that's his Big Lake Baptist.
Yeah.
But it's still within
It's still in the city of Houston.
And then we have another Baptist church right where we were at the gas station. And then another one a couple miles up the road.
Just about across the street from the gas station is a really nice Airbnb log cabin area.
Yeah.
What are they called? Kingdom Cabins.
Kingdom Cabins.
Yep.
We have a Thai restaurant at the very edge, northern side of town, called the Susitna Bar and Grill. Really great oysters. And then another church, Hilltop Assembly. We actually attended church there last Sunday. Our friends are the pastor, and it was a nice service. It was a bit small, so I think we're still going to poke around the valley. So I know Kent and Deb, I know you watch us. If we don't come, please understand it's not you. We're poking around. The thing is we're back to church. So, or going to church. Shouldn't even say back to church. This is new for both of us.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to head back home because the fog is really coming thick. But yeah, we'll check back in when we're back at the house. Well, we thought we were going to head home, but we've come out of the fog bank and it's beautiful again. So we're going to take you up to a viewpoint north of Houston downtown area, and where you can look over the swamps where we like to play in the wintertime. And just like that, we're in Willow.
Just left Houston. Welcome to Willow.
So at our one stoplight, that is the beginning of Houston on the Parks Highway, and we just passed the very northern edge. So
it only took 6.5 minutes.
Maybe a little longer. Oh no, you're right.
See?
Oh no, I turned off that camera for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
I turned it back on when the fog lifted.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But we're fighting the fog again.
Yeah, back in the fog. So the pull off I wanted to take, we're going to be in the fog. There is another one back behind us that we can pull off on.
If it's not foggy by the time we get there. We're trying, guys. We're trying. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of our little slice of heaven here in Alaska. Houston, the real Alaska.
Yes.
And yeah, it's been fun. Just a little something different. Go for a little car ride and show you where we live. Well, it's 4:05-ish.
Yep.
And it's officially sunset. In fog.
Right, we've been playing with the fog the last couple hours. It's just been a It's been a tough one today.
Never really burnt off.
No, but I mean, it's still a beautiful sunset. The greatest thing about these sunsets up here in Alaska is they last so long. The sunset at 4:04, it's not going to be dark until after 5. So.
Yeah, last light is at 5. So,
and the colors out there, even though it's foggy, the colors out there are still always amazing on these sunsets too. So pretty awesome.
well, we just got a phone call to go visit with our friends and have a bonfire tonight.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So winter is our bonfire season.
Yep.
It may seem weird that that's when we go and hang out outside, but that's what we do.
Yep.
Everyone's so busy in the summer. So we're going to go do that tonight. We want to thank you for sticking with us and watching today's video and getting a tour around our hometown of Houston, Alaska. I hope you enjoyed it.
We had a good time doing it. Yeah. We were going to show you where we snow machine, but it's all fogged in down there. Can't see any of the hills.
You'll see it soon enough when we're actually out riding those trails.
Yes. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Enjoy your week. We got Thanksgiving coming up real soon. So I hope every one of you have a great Thanksgiving with your family and loved ones and friends and whoever else might be with you.
Next week, I cannot promise a video because we're traveling and we'll be in Florida. Who knows? I may be able to get a video out, but if not, no, we will be back soon.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Take care, guys.
And we'll see you again next time on Living Free Alaska.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever we post again. And lastly, we hope that you will join us here next time on Living Free Alaska.